what's up guys? It's me again. I'm on the other side of Koji this time. Beautiful day, Friday. Today was a strict work day. I went out and I applied to like 6 or 7 different bar jobs. It's a lot of work, but you know what? It needs to be done. I am running low on funds. Leading up to it, I was very, very nervous again. Very anxious, like, oh, I've never gone for a bar job before, or all that stuff. A lot of things in your head telling you that you can't, something like stuff like that. A lot of thoughts that will keep you from doing what you want to do. And the running theme in a lot of these videos that I'm trying to do is basically chill out, but I'm trying to say it in a bunch of different ways. So today, the way I'm going to say that is going to be, you want to, when you're trying to do something that you're not sure about you can do and you're really anxious about, the key to that is intent plus freedom from outcome, which is what I want to talk about today. Having the intent to do something with the freedom of the outcome. Like, you don't care what happens. Like, you have to care enough to do it. You have to care enough to put in the intent for what you're doing. But you can't fixate. Basically, you can't fixate on the outcome, because the second that you fixate on the outcome, you start to feel feelings of scarcity. You start to feel fear or anxiety or things like that. So yeah, basically, the thing that calmed me down today and kept me doing what kept me going out was like bar after bar after bar. It's like I wanted to go home, I didn't want to do it, but it's not about the result, even though the result is why I'm doing it in the first place. Again, focusing on the process, focusing on the moment, yeah, having the intent to do it, and releasing that fear of the outcome not going the way I want. Oh, what if they don't like me? Oh, what if this happens? If you're doing a performance, if you're doing a trick, parkour, again, relating, big theme. There's a girl that you're asking out on a date. It's all the same stuff. This applies to pretty much everything. If you want success and if you want to feel comfortable, with what you're doing, feel good about it, you definitely want to look at the idea of having the intent to do something and freeing yourself from the possible result, the possible outcome, rather than fixating on it. For example, the only way I can do a move is when I can only think about the move, is when I can't conceive of failure. It's the only time I can focus in on the process of how I'm moving and stuff. Yeah, and today, the only thing that kept me going, I wanted to go home a lot, but the only thing that kept me going was knowing that it's about the intent, my intent to get a job, rather than, oh, what if I don't get a job? It's not about what if I don't get a job, it's just about doing what I have to do to get it and accepting the consequences of that. But yeah, so that's my life note for today. As far as Australia goes, things I'm noticing, everybody's extremely generous here. Some dude offered me half a chicken. He bought it, but he offered me the other half. Of course, I accepted. I was very, very hungry, but extremely generous. I would almost say the laid back thing is almost to an extreme. Maybe, whereas in America, you're afraid people are going to steal your shit. And it's funny how that this idea of scarcity and fear of like losing my material goods, I realize now that's a big thing in the American ideology. I don't know, I'm kind of deathly afraid of losing my material stuff, like my laptop, my GoPro, my stuff, my luggage, like things like that. It's really, it's not just like, oh, I really would rather that not happen. It's almost like a vice, kind of. It grips you when you start to think about it. And I wonder, I'm sure that's not for everyone in America, but I think that's definitely part of what a lot of us have been taught. I definitely feel a lot of anxiety toward the idea of losing my stuff. But here, it's a lot different. Here, there's a lot more realistic. Well, realistic, I would even maybe say a little too carefree. Carefree is the word. Maybe even a little too carefree. Like we were at a park. I was training parkour the other day, and this group they left their $500 cameras just out in the field. I looked over, I was like, guys, your camera's out in the field. I'm like, mine's worth $600, and I'm freaking out that it's in my backpack. But everyone else just leaves their stuff in the middle of a field. Anybody could just walk by, oh, what's this? Da, da, da. And of course, I'm the one thinking about all this, concerned about all the bad things that can happen, and you know, stuff like that. Stuff that doesn't necessarily need to be thought of. But I was talking to another Australian guy, and he was saying, like, when I was telling him how I lock my door almost all the time, and he goes, really? I never lock my door. I leave my alcohol's there, my computer's there, and my books are there, and my surfboard's there. Just like, the door is open. And he just isn't worried about it at all. And that to me is just amazing. It just shows the difference between, it's another difference between Aussie and American culture, definitely, is this idea of material goods being not as important as we take them to be. But yeah, it's a beautiful day in Coogee Beach. I don't know which vlog this is, because I went to New Zealand and it was a long one, so yeah. With that said, I will see you guys next time.